Hello, students of class 6. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? I hope you are staying safely at home by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to Noon Batayon. This is Kamrun Nahar Chaudhuri from English version morning. Today we will have a math class on exercise 2.3. Before starting the class, please do mention your roll number and from which section and branch you are attending. Please mention that one. Today we will start exercise 2.3. Before starting the class, we need to take out the math book, math class or copy, and we will open at page number 67. Let's start our class now. Exercise 2.3. In exercise 2.3, we do have some maths, those which are related to unitary method. In class 5, we have done some unitary methods, and in this class, we are going to solve the maths using unitary method. Question number 1 to 14 are related to objectives, are objective questions. That means it will come for 1 marks. We are going to solve some word problems. From 15, we will start today. Let's go to page number 67. Problem 15. That much easy to solve. What will be the price of 15 kg of rice if the price of 7 kg rice is taka 280? So, how to find it? I can convert 7 kg into 1, that is in unit. After that, I can find 15 kg. So, let's start our class. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Problem 15 at first. The question says price of 7 kg of rice is, if there arises any problem with the board or if you cannot hear me, just let me know by making a comment. Then I can get the problem and I will try my level best to solve it. So we are to find 15 kg. How to find it? I'm supposed to convert it into 1 first. Price of 1 kg of rice will be taka 280. Since 1 is less than 7, so I'm supposed to find 1 kg. It will be more or less. If we were inside the class, you could answer or you could raise the hands. But since we are not inside our class, we can just help the teacher by answering ourselves what to say. 7 kg costs 280. So 1 kg will be in less amount. That is, I have to divide. So 280 is divided by 7. And at the last, I'm supposed to find 15 kg. If 1 kg rice costs that much, so 15 will be more. I think you can do the clearing multiplications yourselves. I hope you can solve before me. We are getting 30 seconds to do that clearing multiplication. Solve it and find the answer. Miss is also going to do. I can see at the denominator I do have 7. So I can divide 7 by 7. 7 ones are 7. Here I do have 28. 7 fours are 28. That 0 comes here. 40 into 15. That is 600. Therefore, the required price will be price of 15 kg of rice is taka 600. This will be our answer. What did I do? I have converted the given one. It was 7 kg. The price of 7 kg is 280. So I have to find out 15. At the same way, with the same way, following this way, we will finish up to 20. In number 16, we do have students and days. So we will solve that one. After that, we will just follow 15 and 16 to solve up to 26. If you have finished 15, we are going to start 16. 30 minutes to copy, and you can do one thing. You can just check what we have done here. 7 kg is converted into 1 kg, and then 1 kg is turned on 15 kg. So we are going to start the next one. If you allow me, I want to rub the board. Number 16. Go on reading question number 16. In number 16, we are given some number of students, and I'm supposed to find. Here we will check mentally what I'm given and what I'm going to find. The question says, in a hostel, there was food stored for 50 students for 15 days. For 15 days, there are students 50. For how many days will 25 students be served by that quantity of food? That means the food amount of food is same, and I'm supposed to feed 25 students, and I need to find how many days it will be for 25 students. What to do? In the same way we will go. Problem number 16. I'm doing this one because in the second line we will have a bit difference from the first one. In a hostel, what happens here? I'm given 50 students can be served by for 15 days. I need to find for 20. One student can be served for. Now the problem rises here. If my number was 50 students, they were served with the same amount of food for 15 days. If the number of people is less, then what to find? Then the same amount of food to be fed, to be eaten by this one student. So he or she will take that amount of food in more days or less days. Since she is alone, তাকে একাই খেতে হচ্ছে, so she will take more days. That is, I have to multiply. This is the difference between 15 and 16. And the rest of the maths is almost same. Now I do have 25 students. One student could be served for that much days. So 25 students, number of students is more here. Amount of food is similar to the previous one. One student could be served with that days, then 25 students will just eat it in lesser days. So I have to divide here. Now do the clearing multiplications yourselves. If you can do, I will be glad. And I know you can do. We are supposed to cut the first one, 25, and here it is 50. So I can divide by 5. And Miss is so sorry with her vocal. I am suffering from some problems with cold. 50 I can divide. If you allow me, I can divide it by 25. Or if you think in units, I do have 5. Here I do have 0. So I can divide it by 5. You can't do that. 5 tens are, again 5 ones are, 5 twos are. Therefore, amount of days is 2 into 15. That is 30 days. The required time will be is 30 days. This is our answer. So number 15, in number 15 we had to, in the second line we had to divide, because that was the amount given in and also the price was given. I had to convert the amount into 1. Here I am getting 50 students, number of people. I need to check mentally what I'm given and in units what I'm supposed to do. For that I need to check, yes, it will be multiplication, or in 15 it was division. And in the other questions we will have just same to these two. Check number 17, 18, then 19. We do have some maths. Also 21 is similar to 16. I will do number 22 since this is a bit different. In this question we are told 360 workers can construct an embankment in 25 days. How many extra workers are needed to finish the construction in 18 days? I'm given the days here. There I was given the number of people. I had to find the number of days. And here I'm given the number of workers. I am to find the extra workers. Then Miss is going to rub number 16. We will start number 21. After finishing this chapter, you will be able to solve any type of questions that are related to unitary method. In question number 21, we are told 360 workers can construct an embankment in 25 days. So I can construct the statement in this way. In 25 days, the work can be done 360 by 360 workers. I need to find, at first I will convert into 1. In 1 day, the same work can be done by, now you are supposed to answer what to do here. Since number of days is less, by 1 day they have to finish, that's the same work. So we will need more workers to finish. Since I do have 25 days, in 25 days 360 workers can do. The same amount of work will be done by 1 day. So in 1 day, if I'm supposed to finish, I need to have more workers. If I do have to have more workers, I have to multiply this much workers. And now I'm supposed to find in 18 days. In 1 day, now my number of days is more. So my number of workers will be less or greater. It will be less because number of days is more here. So they can manage, lesser number of workers can manage that work to do by 18 days. Here I have to divide. And if you are that much concerned, you can divide 18 by 36, 18 and 36 together by 18. It's up to you by which number you want to divide. You can check both of them are even numbers, so I can divide it by 2. But Miss wants to divide it by 18. 18 ones are 18, 2 are that 0. So 5, 0, 0 workers. So number of workers is this. I had 360 workers. And in the question I am told what number of extra workers is needed. Workers, how many extra workers are needed? required extra workers is 500 minus that 360, it was remaining 140. So our answer comes 140 workers. What did we do here? This is similar to 16, but in 16 we were supposed to find up to this. Here I need to find the extra number of workers. How many are they in number? So what to do? In that question we were given the workers, and here also the workers. And from class 4 we have learned, if I am going to solve any question and the calculation portion to be kept at the right side. Here we have done the same thing. In 25 days the work can be done by 360 workers. In one day it will be more workers are required, and in 18 days I'm supposed to find. So in 18 days it will be lesser than 1 day. Just this to be remembered, nothing else. And after that I can find the extra workers from this. If I subtract 360 from the newer number of workers. So 30 minutes to check you have got or not. If you have got, I will be glad. And we are just trying to make you understand the maths as much as we can. For that this platform is created, and we are that much glad to get the platform where we can get connected to each other. After finishing 21, we are going to start just at a glance check 22, 23, 24, 25. All of them are almost same, and 26 also. We can solve this much. If you allow me, I want to start question number 29 at the last maths. (26) is Jalal crosses 9 kilometers in and what about 24? We are supposed to find the speed here. Let me check who have joined today. In question number 24, if you want, we can do that. A school student crosses 10 kilometers in 2 hours by cycling from his house to school. How many kilometers does he run by 6 days? In one day he crosses 10 kilometers. And what is his speed? In science we have learned what is his. Let me check who has. And if there is any problem to listen to me or to watch, let me know. In number 24, we are told a school student crosses 10 kilometers in 2 hours by cycling. So, what will be his speed? And in 6 days, how many kilometers he can travel? At first, I need to check what I'm given here. The distance is 10 kilometer. I can mention that one first. Distance from the house to the school is 10 kilometer. So in 6 days, distance traveled will be to be traveled, because in 1 day he travels 10 kilometer. In 6 days he is supposed to travel 10 multiplied by 6, that much kilometer. Now in 1 day he walks 2 hours. For 2 hours he walks in 1 day. Per day he walks 2 hours. So in 6 days it will be, in 1 day he needs, time needed is 2 hours. I'm supposed to find the speed. So in 6 days, what will be his time to check? 2 into 6, that is 12 hours. Now in science we have got, what is speed? Who can answer? So sometimes we get victim of the net connections. So we know what is speed. In science we have learned what is speed. We are supposed to find the speed here. So we know speed equals distance divided by time. Distance traveled by the object. Here we will have speed equals distance divided by the given time is 12 hours. So I am to find the speed by dividing the distance by the time. We know the unit of speed is by dividing it. I have got this, I can write together 12 hours, then this much kilometer per hour. So 5 kilometer per hour. Since in this question I do have 2 part, I will sometimes we get victims of net connection. Five kilometer per hour. Yes, it is. So we have got 15 kilometer per hour. Since we did have some problem with the network, we were in a trouble. The question says how many kilometers does he run in 6 days? So in this month we do have 2 parts. The first part is 60 kilometer And the second part is 5 kilometer per hour. So we are getting the victim of low net connection. If you cannot see, let me tell it orally. What to find here? I'm supposed to find the distance traveled by him in 6 days and also the speed of him. So we can see the board a bit blurry. For that, Miss is telling it orally. What to say? We know speed equals distance divided by time, and the speed here it is for 6 days both. For 6 days, the distance is 60 kilometer, and per day he is crossing 2 hours. He is passing 2 hours. He is having 2 hours to for cycling. So in 6 days, it will be 12 hours. And we are going to start a creative question. What to say? I think we can rub this board. If you allow me, I will rub. In question number 29, we are given to solve 3 questions. Check question number 29. Let's start that question. Alif can complete. Since this question is a competency based question, so we can solve this one quickly. And also you will get it since we have done so many maths on the same type. What we are finding to do? The question says Alif can complete a piece of work in 20 days. Khalid can finish the same work in 30 days. So the daily wages are 500 and 400 taka respectively. After working 3 days together, they have worked 3 days together. And then they have got what? Khalid completed the rest of the work alone. That means Alif has left. In question number A, I'm told to find what part of work can Alif and Khalid do in 1 day. I think you can do it. Just by 1 minute we will finish this. So what I can do, Alif can do in 20 days. So I can find in 1 day what amount of work he can do. It's 29. At first we are going to start A. In 20 days, Alif can finish 1 part of that work. So I'm supposed to find in 1 day. In 1 day it will be less, I know, so 1 by 20 part of the work. Same to that in 30 days. In 30 days, Khalid can do the same work. Can finish 1 part. So in 1 day, how much he can finish? We can do it. We can find it, and we will be in a hurry to finish. 1 by 30 part of the work. Now I hope you can finish to find the amount of work both of them can do. Therefore, in 1 day, Alif and Khalid both can do, and Khalid can do I will add this together. This much part. Find out the LCM. Then the answer comes. What's the LCM here? Yes, it will be 60. So 3 plus 2, that much part. That means 5 by 60 part. I can make it short. It will be 1 by 12. That much part. First part of my maths is done. I am told what part of work can Alif and Khalid do in one day. Answer comes 1 by 2, 1 by 12 part. In number B, we are supposed to find in how many days the work got finished. That much important because both of them worked 3 days and after that Khalid has done it alone. So what to find? At first I can find I have got 1 by 12 part is done in one day. In one day. Sorry, I need to mention 1. What to find? We are going to start 29B. We need to be in a hurry because we don't have enough time and we want to finish B and C also. In B we are told how much time they have taken. Khalid has done it alone after 3 days together working. So I can find in 3 days how much they have done. So from A we have got, what did we get? We have got in one day, both of them have done, they can finish in A we have got they could finish 1 by 12 part. So I'm mentioning here they can finish 1 by 12 part of that work. And they have done 3 days together. So in 3 days, what will be the amount? They could finish 1 into 3 divided by 12 part of that work. Very easy to divide 1 by 4 part. Now the question comes, after doing this much, Khalid has done the rest of the maths. So if I get the whole portion of work is 1, then rest of the work will be, let us think, the whole work is whole work be 1 part, rest of the work will be, and that much is done by Khalid alone. Rest of the work equals 1 minus 1 by 4 part. That is 4 minus 1 divided by 4, 3 by 4 part. Now what to find? This much is done by Khalid alone. Khalid alone can do in 20 days. So that much part will be done in how many days? According to the question, I can write Khalid completed this much. Completed alone. He has done it alone. Now I need to find, he works in 30 days he can do the whole. So this much part will be done in how many days? If you allow me, I will rub the first portion and we will find Can you see the downer portion of the board? Okay, if you can see, I can write it here. I'm supposed to find Khalid completed or finished 1/30 part in A. We have done this in 1 day. I need to find 3/4 part will be done in how many days? Completed 1 part. I need to have a bigger space, so I want to wrap this portion. Can I? If you allow me. And I think you have finished by this time. The last portion is done here. Now, Khalid completed that much work. Completed 1/30 part in 1 day. So this much will be done by Khalid completed 1 part in 1/30 days. Oh, we could do one thing. We could write together. We were given this, need not to. Khalid completed 1 part of the work in 30 days. 30 days. Therefore, he completed 3/4 part in 30 into 3/4 days. I can cut it by 245 by 2 days. So 3 days they have done together, and then total days will be work. The work was completed. At first they have done 3 days together in 3 days plus Khalid's one, that is 35 by 45 by 2, that much days. Now do the addition. Six plus 45, that much days, that is 51 by 2. 25 whole 1/2 days. The required days is that much. So in number C, we are told to find the ratio. Since we don't have enough time, I will do what? I will do the first portion for Alif, and you will find the second portion for Khalid. The question says, if each of them individually finish 5/16 portion of the work, find out the ratio of the wages they are entitled to. That means their wages was 400 taka and 500 taka. After that, I have to find out 5/16 portion to be done in how many days. I will do one and another one to be done as homework. I will find Alif only, and you will find Khalid, then you will find the ratio. That will be the homework only for you. In the question we are told Alif can do one part of the work So 5 by 16. 20 into 5, 16, 4 4s are 4 5s are. I have got 25 by 4 days. If each of them individually finish 5 by 16 portion of the work, so I need to find the ratio. In one day, Alif's wage is, the first one is 500. Therefore, he has completed 25 by 4 days. His wage will be taka 500 into 25 by 4. I can do the clearing. And in the same way, I will find Khalid. Khalid can do one part. I told I will give you as homework, but I think we can get 2 minutes more of the work in 30 days. Same to this one. You will find Khalid. After that, the finding should be 4 1s are 4 1s are 4 2s are 4 5s are. And Khalid could do 5 by 16 part in 30 into 5 by 16. So 4 75 by 8 days. Same to Alif. I can find Khalid's one. You will find it, and then the ratio will be this much colon that much that I have got there. In one day, Khalid's wage is taka 400, so that much will be in 75 by 8 days. Khalid's wage will be taka 400 into 75 by 8 ones are 8 50s are. So our amount comes here 7550. And my required answer to be found in ratio. Therefore, the required ratio is Alif got 3125 and Khalid got 3750. I can cut it by 5 if you want, and if I divide it by 5, what to get? If I divide this one by 5, 7s are 50. Dividing the antecedent and subsequent by 5. Again, I can divide it by 125. If I divide it by 125, it comes 5 colon 6. So our answer comes 5 colon 6. Mrs. So sorry, I was in a hurry to finish, but the creative maths is done in this way. So what to say? Do practice this maths at home. And this is all about today's class. Practice this maths at home so that you can get. If there is any problem, inform us, and see you in the next class. And thank you for your patience staying. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz. Stay safe at home. Assalamu alaikum. Finish.